Yellow, yellow. Let's go on, 80.
Check 53, right?
You gonna get this one? You think you gonna get this? Here, 15.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Drop deep, drop deep.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu. Normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
A loss of 12 on the sack. It's second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped. In his tracks at about the 3.
And it's third down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Let's go deep.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. In this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53. Mike, 53.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Easy.
53 is the Mike. Come. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Pick the edge. Come.
Switch. Check 25.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch gears. Say.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 25.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Jump.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
Yellow.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 15 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
Keep playing hard.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Color.
56. Check 56. So we
Hey,
got
57, 57.
bang, 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 bang.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
Rolling to his right. And going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now Mahomes, flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Yellow. I've got Woolley. And Ripple. 15, 15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
You got this, me. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Dancing to his left. And now he's touchdown, Chiefs.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to run forward with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Yellow.
Get wide. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Switches.
Let's go.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Got some room at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Chiefs
We got this.
first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Oh, he sheds himself free. A gutsy call there. He exits the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Switch. 56. Mike.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 29, Hill. Oh, he's going to let it go for the end zone. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check your hot read. Check three. Jam.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
56, Mike, 56. Here it comes. 56, Mike, 56. 43. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here.
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check three. Watch.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 23-yard line.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Hill. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Hill shedding the tackle. They find some open field here. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the option. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. On 2nd down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the